explorers docked by a remote island for supplies, but encountered unexpected guests. Little did they know that a Neo-Atlantean supply ship was also moored at the island. Marie and Sanson were chased by soldiers until they reached camp. A soldier tried to shoot Nadia, but was killed at the last minute by Captain Nemo. The adventure continues.
Sir, I've detected an unidentified ship at 2 o'clock.
We've caught them at last.
Yes, it has to be the Garfish.
Right. There's no other ship in all the world besides ours that can operate at these depths.
They may be able to dive like us, but that is where the comparisons end.
Shall we pursue them, Captain?
Of course. Alter bearing to 2 o'clock. And full speed ahead.
Aye, aye, Captain.
All hands report to level 2 battle positions.
All hands to level 2 battle positions.
I repeat, all hands to level 2 battle positions. All non-combatants must report to Block 3 shelters.
Good. Another chance to kill.
But Nadia, it's this time they might be going after Gargoyle and his assassins.
What's the difference? He's a murderer, too. Despicable.
Yes, but...
There's no excuse. He murdered that man in cold blood. I don't care what his reasons were.
But that soldier had this rifle pointed right at you. He'd have killed you if the captain didn't act.
I would rather have died myself than witness his butchery.
That doesn't make sense, Nadia.
Marie! What's wrong with her, Doctor?
They told me Marie collapsed. Marie, Doctor, Marie, is she going to be all right? Tell me what her condition is now.
It is a rare tropical fever.
A tropical fever?
I don't care what the name of the disease is, Doctor. She will recover, right?
Well, that is hard to say.
What? You mean she... Why don't you give her some of your advanced miracle medicine and make her well again?
I said it was very rare, didn't I? We don't have the antidote.
But you must have... Marie, you have to... Listen, Hansen.
Huh?
You and your blessed science must be able to do something for her, can't you?
But I know nothing about medicine.
Great! All of this science, and it's of no use! What's the matter, Marie? Can you hear me, my dear? Can you? Can't somebody do something for her, for heaven's sake, please?
Perhaps.
Perhaps? What is it?
Well, maybe Captain Nemo can help her. He is a specialist in marine biology and tropical diseases.
Then he can save Marie from this! Huh?
Nadia!
Huh?
What is it? Captain Nemo, Marie, she's contracted a tropical fever. The doctor told us you could help her, Captain. You've got to do whatever you can. You've got to save her from this, sir. Are you listening to me, Captain? Save Marie! Nadia. The only antidote to Marie's fever is located at the bottom of Reef 64. But we are 6,000 meters from overtaking the Garfish. We have been matching its course for 10 days straight already. We simply can't afford to let it get away this time. That's your excuse? Capturing the Garfish must be our primary goal. And you'll sacrifice a small child to that goal? You'll let her die just so you can destroy another submarine? The crew of the Garfish will be killed once you achieve your goal. And you are willing to commit more acts of murder? Answer me! Nadia, you must calm down. Nadia. Nadia! Someone get the doctor.
I just heard that they've fallen ill.
Yes, it's true.
Do they know what the sickness is?
Nadia has contracted the same fever.
Is this fever serious, Doctor?
Yes, Fräulein. They'll both be dead in 2 days.
They can't!
I do not have the right medicine. Without it, there's very little I can do.
I see.
I will speak to the captain about getting what you need.
Wait a moment, Mum. Let me speak to him.
And why is that?
Because I have a question for him. I want to know how long these girls will have to lay here suffering before he can be bothered to take any interest in their plight. Is it beneath him to offer even one word of kindness? What is he? How can a man be so heartless?
Say what? Nadia as well?
Yes, we believe she caught it from Marie, sir.
I see. With that fever, they only have 48 hours to live.
We're within 3,000 meters of the garfish. We'll be within firing range in 2 minutes.
You'll let her die just so you can destroy another submarine?
Full speed without danger.
All hands are at full battle readiness, sir.
We're changing course. Proceed at full speed to Reef 64.
Huh?
Sir, we can't do that. If you do this, we will lose the garfish. We've sacrificed too much for this chance. We've dedicated everything to overthrowing Gargoyle and his followers. You're willing to throw that all away for 2 little girls? I made a vow to you 13 years ago, made on the graves of my family.
Shall I repeat my orders?
I heard them clearly. Change course 180 degrees. Full speed to Reef 64.
Affecting course change.
Bearing fixed at 125. Plotting course for Reef 64.
Garfish at 5,000 meters and counting.
First officer,
Sir,
assume the command.
I...
Well, we're sure to catch up with the garfish some other time.
That's assuming you remember how to do your job.
Oh, right. We might be in trouble then. If you know what I mean.
We're going to Reef 64? You mean Nadia and Marie are going to be saved?
Yes, it will take about a day to get there, but that ought to be enough time.
Magnifique!
We won!
I'm going to go sing Miss Electra right now.
Hey, wait! I wouldn't do that! Jean! Me and my big mouth, you know?
I agree. He has changed. He's not the Captain Nemo we've come to know. I was as surprised as anyone was when he ordered us to change course and give up our pursuit of the garfish. Even so, I think he was correct in making his decision. If we were to let those children die just so we could achieve our chief objective, we would be no better than Gargoyle and his Neo-Atlanteans. You know, I want to avenge my son and grandchild, but I won't let that happen at the expense of innocent children. I trust Captain Nemo with my entire being, Electra. The only reason any of us is still alive is because he was there to rescue us.
I wonder what kind of man Captain Nemo really is.
That's pretty bloody obvious.
Hmm?
He's a scoundrel.
Do you think so?
Haven't you seen that old man pursuing Miss Grandis like he's some teenager?
I think you have that backwards, Sanson.
Shut it! So, Jean, promise me, when you grow up, don't become a creepy old man like Captain Nemo. Grow up to be a gentleman just like your friend Sanson. All right, son?
You might want to reconsider that option.
Shut it! See, Captain Nemo, he doesn't have what it takes.
But he shot a manzo.
That means nothing. There is a war going on. Even a coward can kill during wartime, Jean. That's not manhood. Besides, from what I've seen, the captain is more than willing to let his crew kill and die while he does nothing.
You're wrong, Cecil. I saw what you did myself.
Jean.
Huh?
You're not accustomed to seeing people die, are you? When I was growing up, I saw many people die during wartime and widespread epidemics. I even saw my parents die. Death is far from rare in the times we live in, and the ability to cause death is no sign of a great man.
Approaching point SP-22, RP-40. Reef 64 is dead ahead.
Power down engines at reef opening. Prepare the diving sphere.
Aye, aye.
Captain Nemo, sir? We volunteered to go on the mission with you.
You do you? It will be quite dangerous.
We know, sir.
We don't have time to argue. Each of you may take one of the diving suits over there. When you are ready, we will be on our way.
Aye!
Pressure valve is viable. Air supply sufficient. All instruments are responding.
The diving sphere will remain at the cavern opening. You will then act as the message relay for the exploration team. Understood?
Aye.
Captain, we are ready. You may disembark at any time.
Right. Are you ready now, men?
What's going on there? Come on!
King wants to go on the mission too.
How did you...
Hansen and I thought about doing it ever since we saw the diving gear.
Then we put it together, which is a sure sign of genius!
How can you two play around like this when our friends' lives are at stake?
Sorry.
Gentlemen, we have little time. None of you are experienced deep-sea divers. I must teach you how to communicate. If we are within 5 meters of each other, we can talk through wireless speakers in our helmets.
Oh, we'd have given King one if we'd known.
What a brilliant invention!
However, outside of that range, the wireless system becomes distorted and unreliable. So you must then implement this light. I assume you know how to signal with Morse code?
Aye!
Yes?
Good. Then you must know one last thing before we go. Reef 64 is relatively safe, but not absolutely so. Each of us must watch after himself. And we will have no time for rescues.
Aye!
All right. Let's enter the decompression chamber.
Aye!
Yes, this is the bridge. Go on.
First officer, it is I. We are in the decompression chamber. All systems are go. Commence operation.
Aye, aye, Captain. Commencing operation.
This is supposed to happen, right?
There's no need to panic, okay? Just breathe normally.
Water intake complete. Pressure is equalized.
It's time to move out, gentlemen.
Look how deep it is. I wonder how far down it goes.
Jean, we haven't much time. Hurry.
Oh, of course, sir.
Get a move on there, Jean.
I'm sorry.
The diving sphere has been released. Distance to bottom of reef is 30 meters.
I've never seen fish like this before.
Modern man has never seen them. The outside world has considered them extinct for millions of years.
Huh?
But they found their own home within the crevices and currents of this remote reef, far from man's foolishness.
This is truly a lost world, just like in the adventure books.
You know, this reef would be a dream come true for an oceanic paleontologist.
What's this?
They call it the snow of the deep. It's composed of dead microorganisms.
That's incredible!
They emit light even after death.
There are more things in heaven and earth than are dreamt of in our philosophy.
Poor Nadia. She would love to have seen this.
We must hurry.
Aye!
Diving Sphere 1, the captain's party has entered the main cavern.
Roger. Please monitor their progress.
Aye.
The seaweed has grown as tall and thick as trees in a forest.
Why did you bring that rifle with you, Sanson?
Well, you never can tell when you might just run into something that needs to be shot, Hansen.
I think you just feel inadequate without a gun in your hand.
Their oxygen will only last 1 more hour. I hope they don't run into trouble.
Oh, it goes further? Is there no bottom to this reef?
If there is, it's over 1,000 meters down.
Oh!
We're not going down there, are we, sir?
No, our destination is through that opening there.
Oh, thank God, what luck.
How are we supposed to get over there?
Like this, Jean.
Clever!
Amazing.
But how do we get back again?
Do you see those pins on the shoulders of your suits?
What?
Pulling them releases an air balloon to pull you up.
Oh, I wondered what those were for.
We'd have given King one if we'd known.
Now, follow me.
This is great!
Are you all right?
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Now, let's hurry. We have no time.
My word! Is this what we came for, sir?
Yes, this is the herb.
Good! So the girls are as good as cured, right? Thank you!
All right!
This is enough. Our mission has been a success, men. Let's return to the ship.
Aye, aye!
What is it, boy? Do you want to go up first?
Very well.
Look out!
And it's old. It's a Dinicthys from the Devonian era.
It may have taken us by surprise, but I don't care how big and old it is. A fish is still a fish.
It won't work.
But how do we know if we haven't tried? Fish sticks, anyone? Huh?
The Dinicthys skin is as hard as the world's strongest armor. That spear gun would not even put a scratch on it.
Captain Nemo! What do we do? We can't let it trap us here.
I've got it. Everyone put your lights out. It's attracted to us because it equates light with food.
Huh?
Where are they? Oh no. I hope nothing's wrong.
Many of the fish at this depth are phototaxic. They instinctively head for any light source.
I see. So that's why the fish left the cave once the lights were out. Very interesting.
We are going to use that instinct and this little item against it.
But what is that?
Pressure switch. If we drop this into the abyss, the change in pressure will activate the charge, and then the lights will come on.
Which will draw the Dinicthys away from the cave!
That is far too narrow for a grown man. Jean?
Yes, sir?
This mission is terribly dangerous, but only you and King have any hope of carrying it out. Will you do it?
Yes! With honor, sir!
Brave boy. Thank you.
Please hurry back, Captain, before it's too late.
This is very bad. We have only 5 minutes worth of oxygen left. All right, Jean. It's up to you.
It's hard to breathe. We must be low on oxygen. It's a bit further. Let's keep moving, King. All right. Now it is tied to the rock. That should do it. The cable is a bit too long, but I have nothing to cut it with. We're ready. Operation Go! King! made it.
Huh! We go to all that trouble and they lock us up in this place.
If we didn't decompress properly, our bodies would cramp up and strangle us.
Well, Hansen, I guess we owe our lives to the boy this time. Thank you for that, Jean and King.
Oh no! You're the ones who saved us today, and we thank you.
No, Captain Nemo is the person who saved you. He stepped in there when my efforts had failed.
Captain Nemo?
They're out of danger. The fever has dropped rapidly.
Well, that's a relief. Those girls had me pretty worried there.
Is everyone feeling better?
Keep your voices down! This is a sick bay!
We're just excited.
Feel better, Marie?
Mm-hmm. Nadia, are you well enough to sit up like this?
Yes, of course. You're so sweet.
You really mean it?
You should know that Captain Nemo risked his life to get your medicine. He's not the beast you thought he was.
You mean?
It's true.
And Jean here risked his life to save us all. He is one brave nipper.
I promise I won't let it go to my head.
Every hero deserves a little worship, John.
Thank you, Captain.
Captain Nemo, I've returned the ship's course to SB-64. Our speed is set at 1/3, sir. That is all.
First officer, I'm sorry.
Oh, well, I have steadfast faith in your decisions, Captain.
I know.